As we prepare for the end of the grading period and end of the first semester, there are a few things that you need to keep in mind when it comes to grade sync between Canvas and Skyward. The first thing that you should do is in Canvas, when you open your course and you go to grades, if you are making any singular grade adjustments, changing one score, removing a missing tag, and then entering a score, you will want to not just use the sync to SIS option. Even though this option allows us to manually sync grades over to Skyward, sometimes when we make singular changes like that, those changes are not detected or brought over in the sync. What you should do at least once or twice in the last week, and definitely on the last Friday or day that you are going to send grades over to Skyward, is you're going to want to go to the grade sync page. On the grade sync page, you can monitor active grade syncs if they have happened, but you can also go to the utilities tab and click remaster grade passback. I highly recommend you using, and not just recommend, but you should click the remaster grade passback button on the day that you believe that your grades are final and should have everything sent over to Skyward. When you use remaster grade passback, it syncs all of the assignments as if it were the first time and looks for any changes and forces those changes over to Skyward. This is a really great last tool to make sure that your Canvas grades and your Skyward grades are matching. You should do this on the day that grades are getting brought up before midnight when grades are automatically turned in Skyward. It is important not to rely on the nightly sync on the last day that grades are due, because the nightly sync may occur after final grades are submitted in Skyward. Using the remaster grade passback tool will help you make sure that any changes or updates that you've made at the final moment of the grading period or semester will be sent over to Skyward. A few other things to keep in mind. At the secondary level, especially the high school, if you are giving final exams that are entered into a semester grade, it is important that you not enter that grade as a quarter grade in Canvas. In order to do that, if you're administering the test in Canvas, you'll want to make sure that under the assignment settings, you do not count this toward the final grade, because it would be in the quarter. Rather than have it count toward the quarter grade, you will manually enter final exam grades into Skyward and not worry about them being part of the quarter grade in Canvas. This is typically only something that affects the high school. If you are completing this or you have any questions, please reach out. In addition to using the remaster grade passback button and making any final changes in Canvas, it is also important to look and verify that the quarter grade total in Canvas is the same as the quarter grade total in Skyward. If it's off by 1/100%, don't worry about that. But if it's off by 0.5% or a full percent or even more than a full percent, then it is likely that there is something in Canvas or in Skyward that's not in the other one, and it is important to try to figure out why that is not matching. If you need assistance with the fact that total grades in Canvas are not matching total grades for the quarter in Skyward, please reach out and I will help you to come to the conclusion of what the problem might be. Again, it is very important that you verify that things are matching and are synced up before midnight on the day that grades are submitted through Skyward. Please let me know if you have any questions.